town has a ghost story that's been passed down through the generations. But what if those legends were true? My name is Miranda Young, and I'm the Ghost Biker. Hey guys, what is up? I am here coming at you live for a special live investigation. We had a last minute cancellation tonight, so thought why not go in and do a live investigation. I am actually over here at the Village of Historic Rugby, and it's just me tonight. And so we're going to have kind of a good time. It's going to be a smaller sort of investigation. But as you can see, I'm out here in front of the visitor center. I'm actually going to walk on in here. The sound should be a little bit better in here. But we're going to come on in and get things kind of set up here. As you know, we are getting very, very close to the Ghost Biker season 7 that's going to be coming up here. And what better way to get you in the mood and get you started and get it kicked off with doing a live investigation. So just want to say hello to the folks over here in the comment section. Hello to Susan Purcell, Nancy Weems, Bob Burnell. Always great to see you all. Hello, Ronnie Anderson. I know Ronnie and his team, Bedford Paranormal, they just investigated here a couple weeks ago here at Historic Rugby. Miss Sonia Thompson, Addie, Dee Hoot, Kim Brady, Jim Cody, Blue Eyed Girl. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Now, we did do a live investigation from Historic Rugby during my season 6, and we actually covered that on the first week whenever we did the shows. It was the first episode, but we didn't get to actually investigate this location. So I'm actually here inside the visitor center, and I'm going to turn the camera around right here. Whoops, turn the camera around. Just so since I'm doing this on the phone here, it takes me a little bit of time here. Okay, now, so I am here in the visitor center. This is actually a new place that we're able to investigate whenever you come and investigate the town of Rugby. There are different buildings, different locations that you can investigate, and that is the Kingstone Lyle, the library, the schoolhouse, Uffington House. Well, now you get to investigate the theater here at Historic Rugby Village. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys, there is a storm getting ready to roll in. Hopefully it is heightening the activity here. This theater is no joke. And I know that a lot of the folks who work here during the day, they actually hear a lot of different things here in the theater. The Coronet Band practices in here. We got reports that when they practice and play their music, that the lights will flash on and off. We have had 2 paranormal teams that have got to investigate the theater, and both came out with some pretty cool captures. Also, Chris, she was in there earlier, and when she walked in, a man audibly said hello in a very creepy voice. So disembodied voices and such are something that is common here in the theater. This building, actually, let me turn the camera around here and finish talking to you guys, and then we'll go in and get started. But it's interesting because, there we go. It's interesting because this is not one of the original buildings. Obviously, it's on the original property. Rugby itself, not to go into all the history of Rugby because we want to get into the investigation, but Rugby itself is a village that was built in 1880 by founder Thomas Hughes, and it was a settlement for the second sons, and so, or the second and third sons of England. Now, so the visitor center, it does sit here in the center of town. So, I mean, it would only make sense for this area to be active because it's surrounded by some very active buildings. And it's one of the more active areas here in town. But, you know, I'd be lying if I said the entire town was not active. I know private residences have activity, and we get a lot of reports all the time from the people who work here about different things that are going on. Rugby's history can pretty well be summed up in a 10-year period of highs and lows, but rugby, you can come and visit it today, and you can actually stay here in the village. You can spend the night in some of the homes, and those homes, those lodgings, those are actually very active. So we do offer lantern tours here. We offer one of the downtown village. The theater is not included on that, but the other tour, and I'm trying to listen to see, I don't know if that's the REM pod. The REM pod is actually going off. Let me turn. Hello? Wow. Okay, I'm trying to turn the camera around. The REM pod is going off, as well as we've got this place wired up. I've got lights on the stage. Oh, and tripwire going down the side. I've got flashlights all throughout, and we've got the REM pod that's currently going off. So can you step back from that, please? Okay. I'm actually going to reset this. Okay, so I'll reset that there. Just to kind of show you what the theater looks like. It is a very cool little theater here. Seats about 60 people. This is where when you come in, you get to watch the show about kind of a history tour about rugby. Also, they do have different shows that some different community theaters, the Appalachian, or excuse me, the local theater group out of Scott County, as well as several other different groups have put on plays here. So we can go ahead and get started. Y'all be thinking about your questions if you have any. I'm going to look here at the comments. And so we'll go ahead and get started here. Like I said, there is a storm that is coming up. Let me just kind of look at the comments here. Hello to Rochelle, Janet. Yeah, just in time for an investigation. Ronnie, the theater was active. It seems like the theater likes it whenever women are in here for some reason. See if we can get that to light off. If you like it when women come in, can you? Oh, okay. So lit up on the stage. So you do like it when women are in here. Do you? Okay. Do you like it when men come to visit? Good to see you, Daryl. John Keller, CT's Most Wanted. Hello. Great to see you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Nickerson Sneed House. That's a location I definitely want to get back to. And Ronnie, thank you so much. Yes, if you're not into the history. Oh, that was the REM pod. Wow, it is lit up in here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of walk around, show you guys what we've got set up. We're definitely getting hits here on the stage. And D-Hoot, to answer your question, where I had the poker game in season 6, that was at Haygood Mill there in South Carolina. Okay, so like I said, we have flashlights set up. And of course, up there is getting hits there on the REM pod. I've got flashlights set up in each row here. Maybe looks like we've got one flashlight that was on. But I've got flashlights in each. And then I've got tripwire up here on the stage. Unlike the stage there in Kentucky, this stage does not have the wiring and stuff under it. We did a baseline EMF reading, and as you can see, it's pretty steady. Oh, there we go, lighting up, just as I say that. Also got the EDI Plus box right here. So we're going to do a little investigating from the, I'm going to pick a row, or actually I'm going to stand right over here, see if we can get any of the lights. Oh, we got 2 lights to light up there in the audience. So, not really sure who it is that hangs out here in the theater. It does seem to be a man, and we have seen shadow figures. We've also heard his voice. I'm going to see if we can get any of the flashlights to light up here. There is one flashlight on. Can you step back and turn that off for me, please? I want to ask a question. Okay, go ahead and step on back. They're flashing it. Okay, if there's anyone in the audience here, can you turn your flashlight on? If you're sitting in the audience. The REM pod is blinking. And now if you all have any questions, please feel free to put those. Oh, there's one flashlight that turned on. Thank you. We got somebody out there in the 3rd row. Is there anybody else here that's taken a seat? If you could turn the light on and show me where you're sitting. We're getting a lot of activity up here at the stage when I have my back turned. It's really interesting. It seems like whoever is in here likes to stand behind you. So when you're talking up front, oh, we got another flashlight on back there in the very back row. And of course, when I turn, the stage lights up. There we go. If you're on the stage, can you make those pretty? Thank you so much. We're getting a lot of K2, a lot of REM pod hits back there. I'm going to move this REM pod. I'm not sure. It seems to be the temperature that's going off on the REM pod. Let me actually turn this off back here. So I'm not really sure why it's reacting. Okay. Ronnie says our tinny method was successful, but once we transferred it, the responses were gone. I know we got 2 responses after Copperhead's question, but are they gone? Yeah, that was really cool. I was present for their session. Okay, if you're up on the stage, can you turn those lights on? Maybe run across the stage there. Got a lot of lights lighting up. Whoa, okay, thank you. Do you like it when the cornet band practices here? Oh, that sounded like footsteps. I'm hearing footsteps up on the stage. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Okay, so we're getting lights on the stage as well as lights over here. just shift. Got one flashlight on up there. All right, we've also got a row of lights that goes down the seats here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Bob asked, was there anything where this building stands prior? I am not aware of what used to be here. I know that this building was only built, I think, 5 or 6 years ago. More than likely, this would have been, since it is here in the central part of town, either house, it's over here behind the schoolhouse and church. So it could have very well been a house over in this area. It may also may have been a business. But that's a good question. Okay, Daryl says we also saw a shadow figure pop up at the podium. So I'm going to actually turn on a little bit of light here just so you get some ambient light. Well, I'm trying to do it to where it's not super bright. It is very dark here. If there is a man in here, the man who likes to show himself, can you walk across the stage? Can you show yourself there? Thank you. Wow. It's a little too dark for you guys to see if there's any shadow figures or anything like that. I can't really turn the lights on in here because they're back in the orchestra pit. Can you play a musical instrument? If you can play a musical instrument, can you turn your light on? The whole stage lit up. What is your favorite stage show? Do you like musicals? Do you prefer comedy? How about drama? I'm not really much of a Broadway or theater person. I don't really get into that too much. What do you say about that? Can all the men turn their, oh, wow. Okay, I was going to say, can all the men turn their lights on? If there's a woman, go up and touch your light. Looks like we've got a lot of men in here. Okay. Yeah, Bob, I love my tripwire. I've got 2 of the 30 feet ones, and they work really well here at Rugby, and they work really good at the jail too. All right, so we've got both men and women in here. Are there any children? Okay. So are we going to watch a play tonight? Or are we going to listen to some music? Okay, all right. We've got somebody here that enjoys tap dancing. I bet if you were to tap dance, we could hear you. Can you tap dance up there on the stage? Gosh, did you all hear that? There was a knock right up on the side of the stage and the tripwire lit up. We heard you. Can you tap dance again? Just tap on the stage up there, turn the light on as you're tapping. Are there any Native Americans here? And these are all coming from, I don't know if you guys realize this or not. It may just be me here, but we've got a lot of people watching. They're watching you up on the stage and they're asking these questions. Okay. Do you like that? Nice. Everybody likes an audience. Okay, one of the questions is, do you know how to play any songs do you know how to play any military songs? Okay. Are there any second sons here? Are you one of the second born sons of England? Wow, the entire tripwire lit up. These are great questions, guys. Thank you all. Just kind of want to step around here and ask in the audience because we just had a flashlight come on right there. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to sit here on the stage right quick. Are there any second sons in the audience? If you're a second son and you're sitting in the audience, oh, thank you. Are there any others? Oh, there's one. Thank you. Any other second sons there? We've got two sitting in the audience, one in the first row and one in the third row. Are there any wives of the second sons out in the audience, or just any wives in general? Are you here to watch your husband perform? You notice those two lights went off, which is really cool. Are there any children in the audience? Okay, we asked if they were, oh, there's one. Okay. Thank you. If you're a child, can you flash that light for me? Flash it 2 times. All you have to do is just touch it and then step back and touch it again. Still getting some reactions up here on the stage. You still with me on the stage? Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not trying to ignore you, just trying to talk to everybody in here, trying to see who all's here. Okay, if you could turn that light off. Got another question. Please just step back from it. Go ahead and step on back. Thank you. Okay. Someone asks, let's see here. Are you here because you want to be here? You are? Okay, that was quick. How about you guys on the stage? Are you here because you want to be here? Okay. So all the lights have gone off. How many of you are here because you're forced to be here? Oh, okay. Maybe you were forced to, I should have been more clear with my question because, you might have been forced to come to the show. That's somebody back in the 4th row. Did your wife force you to come? Okay. How many of you are here at rugby because you're forced to be here? Go ahead and turn that light off if you don't mind, please. Okay, thank you. Got some more questions. Let's see, Bob says, what is the feeling here? The feeling is a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie. The theater here is creepy. I'm here at rugby by myself. We do have a storm that's coming up. There's supposed to be some pretty severe storms coming around 10. It feels very charged, and it's honestly I don't know, in here it's kind of got a little bit of a creepy feeling. Oh, there's somebody on the 5th row back there. Janet says, let's see. So can you light up your light? I'm trying to think of how to ask this. If you like to clap for the performers, if you enjoy watching these performers, can you turn your light on? You that turned your light on, if you would turn that off, please. And we'll continue asking questions. Okay, so I'll re-ask that. If you enjoy clapping for the performers, can you turn your light on? All right, let's go back to the stage a little bit here. All right. Yeah, Bob, it is very active in here. I do want to put the, I think I want to put the REM pod. I traveled pretty light tonight just because it was just going to be a short investigation. I wish you guys could actually, I can vaguely see a little bit. Let's set this up here on the stage. The side of, there we go. Okay, the side of the EDI plus box. Okay, that's just another way that you can communicate with us. You can come up and you can touch it, and that it will change colors. It will also make a sound. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Yeah. Thank you. I don't have to tell you how to do it. You know how to operate this stuff. That was really cool. Let's see here. Yeah, it is very active. It is, like I said, the atmosphere feels very charged. I mean, instantly, the last time we were in here, I think whenever the last two teams were in here, I don't know if they got a whole lot of tripwire activity. Okay, there's a question. Do you feel trapped in this place? There's no flashlights. None of the tripwires are going off. Oh, well, that was cool. When the REM pod flashed, tripwire went off. Did you all picnic here? Was this a place that you like to gather for gatherings? And D Hoot, no, I don't have my Ovilus with me. I wanted to really just kind of do more with the lights tonight. Whoa. We've got we got the EDI plus box blinking, a cold shift, the REM pod, and the tripwire going off. Yeah, I would believe that the energy is actually really ramping up. We just had a flashlight come on. And it also sounds like there's walking. Can you walk across the stage again? If you'll walk across the stage, we'll give you a standing ovation. Okay, we got pressure changes. I'm going to actually sit down here on the front row. We've got pressure changes, and the EDI plus is going off. Hey, Brandon, good to see you. Do y'all enjoy having people come to rugby? Okay, thank you. Do you like it when they talk to you? Do you like it when the teams come in and talk to you? We're getting some pressure changes on the EDI plus box. I don't know if that could be from the weather that's coming in or not. Do you miss England? Do y'all miss England? How about you all back here in the audience? Do you miss England? Oh, thank you. Tripwire right there. Do you miss England? Whoa. There's the sound of walking all around me. Can you make that noise stop, please? It's interesting. You can't see it here on the screen. You can't see it, but the numbers on the EDI plus box are changing. It is fluctuating every time there's a beep on the REM pod. I'm going to turn this thing off. Oh, I got lots over here. Okay, so we have, looking at the questions here. I'm going to ask this first question of the people in the audience, and then I'll ask the question of the people on the stage. Did any of you have typhoid? We had 27 people contract typhoid fever here at Rugby. Okay. Somebody in the back row. And the tripwire flash. Did anybody else have typhoid and get real sick? Oh, we got another light. That's somebody there in the third row. Okay, can you turn your lights off? I'm going to ask. I don't know if y'all are hearing this walking, but it's wood popping. Okay, they turned the lights off. Okay. Now, I want to ask you all on the stage here. Did anyone on the stage have typhoid fever? No? Okay. The same one in the audience just lit up when I asked that. Dehood asked if it's lightning outside. Can you, if so, can that affect the lights? I am not aware that it's lightning yet. It's not thundering at this time. So I'm not aware of that. Now, if it would be interesting to see, I know that the activity gets charged at the jail anytime we have storms. I'm not 100% sure if that happens here at Rugby, but I know we get a lot of voices and activity when there are storms. Bob I think because you're a true daughter of Tennessee, you have rapport with the spirits. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. It could be. I am a Tennessee native. I grew up here, just about 15 miles here from Rugby. I actually took piano lessons over here at Rugby. I had Girl Scouts over here every week. So I was over here twice a week for many years of my childhood. And actually, the house that I took piano lessons in was here in Rugby. It was known as Roslyn. It's a very active house. It's a private residence right now. But when we would play piano, kind of funny story, when I would play piano, I can remember hearing what sounded like horses come racing up to the door. And you'd think someone was there. And the piano was in the front of the house. And I remember one particular time I stopped playing, and my teacher, she kind of tapped my hand, smacked my hand, and she said, "Keep playing. It happens." So it was a common occurrence around here. My piano teacher was Brian Stagg's mother, and he was the guy who came to Rugby, or he was the 16-year-old that became fascinated with rugby and wrote a book on it, and was responsible for Historic Rugby Inc. coming to be. So um, his mom played piano at the church. Do you all like piano? Maybe next time I'll bring a keyboard and play some music. You like that? How about you all here in the audience? Would you like for me to play the keyboard next time? Play a show for you? Got one flashlight on. Let's see here. Would anybody like some tea and biscuits? We just had the tripwire right here and just so you can see how this tripwire is set up, I've got it set up along, I've got it set up along the aisles. Would anybody here in the audience like some tea and a biscuit? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point, Bob. If it were lightning, it would be affecting all of them and not just the individual lights. These tripwire lights are awesome. We'll get them on command to run down the line, especially when there's a kid in the schoolhouse. We get them to light up in the individual rooms there in Effington. But yeah, I would think if it was actually lightning, we would have a whole light show in here. Who knows how to ride a horse? Thanks, James. I really enjoy doing these lives. And we're looking forward to the next season. We'll be making the announcement really soon, but I would say we'll probably be doing lives again this year. So we may not do every episode live, but then again, we might. So we're just trying to get all that lined up. So we got Chris here, and she asks, do you guys know Madam Hughes? Anybody up here on the stage? If you knew Madam Hughes, go and touch your light. All right, let's look here in the audience. Go ahead and turn that flashlight off, please. So I've got a question for you. Oh, got them lighting up. I was going to ask the exact same question as I asked on the stage. Is there anyone else that knew Madam Hughes here in the audience? If you knew Madam Hughes, please turn your light on or touch one of these lights here to the side. Was she nice? So I'm walking back there in the orchestra pit. Was Madam Hughes nice? I like going and visiting her at Uffington House. Did any of you all go and stay in Uffington? You did? Oh, very cool. That's somebody in the back of the room there. Madam Hughes was very hospitable, wasn't she? And I'm lighting up here on the stage. Did any of you ever stay at Madam Hughes's home in Uffington? Oh. Did you play down at the Tabard? Is that where you performed at? At the Tabard Inn? I know her house is right down there from where the Tabard used to stand. Did any of you work in the commissary? Did you work in the commissary? Or buy your supplies there? Was there anyone here that worked for the Board of Aid to Land Ownership? Whoa, we got lit up on the stage. It lit up over here in the audience. So you worked for the Board of Aid to Land Ownership? That's a mouthful. How about tennis? Did any of y'all play yard tennis or cricket? That's where I'm seeing shadows. You cannot see it on this phone, but it looked like there was somebody up there in the orchestra pit back there. It was a full head and shoulders back there in that little room. I wish you could see what I was seeing. There's no ambient light in here. It's real dark, but My eyes have adjusted and I can see, but the camera just doesn't translate that. Let's see. So Chris asks, so Uffington is Madam Hughes's home, and we're wondering, does somebody talk to us down there in Uffington? Does Madam Hughes talk to us down there? Or is that possibly Emily Hughes? Okay. Wish I could find a place to like stand over where you could see both the stage and the back. This just lit up when I asked about Emily. Oh, that's a good question, Ronnie. Let me see if I've got a laser grid. Let me step out here and see. So we'll see if any of this will light up here. I think Anakin scared me. I don't know if I brought the laser grid. Yes, I did. I've got one, but yeah, I've got external batteries. Okay, this will be enough. Like I said, I kept it really light. Great idea. Can you all see that okay? Okay. Is there anybody here that likes playing chess? Okay, I'm going to just kind of watch this right quick, and I'm going to ask this question. Anybody here like playing chess? Thank you for confirming, Bob. So I'm just going to, since this is where I saw the shadow sitting up there, let's just kind of focus right here for a minute. If you're the man that likes to walk around in here, can you walk in front of the little control center over there? Got a lot of stuff going on the stage. I may move this to the stage in a few minutes. It does look like they're twinkling, and I've got this on a gimbal, so it's really steady. I don't know if that's the way the phone's interpreting that or what. If you can hear me, can you do this? There's a knock from the stage. Very faint. If you're up on the stage, can you do this? There were 2 lights that lit up. Thank you. Can you light this many up? Hey, how about this many? Can you light the lights up to this tune? Let's try that again. Light the lights up to this tune. We're going to do this one more time. Actually, I'm going to move just a little bit closer so we can see. Well, it was a good thought. Does anyone here enjoy reading? I mean, why read a book when you can watch the show, right? Oh, it's crazy. You cannot see the laser grid on the phone here. You can kind of see it where it's twinkling. How many of y'all in the audience prefer to watch the show rather than read the book? Yeah, Ronnie, the library is amazing. And I agree, that's probably my favorite building here on the property. It's just amazing to be surrounded by that history. Do y'all know the Lord's Prayer? You do? Oh, we got a flashlight way back in the back and one right there to the side. So you all know the Lord's Prayer too? Great questions, guys. We're going to start wrapping things up here in a few minutes. So if you have any questions, I'm going to end this and try to get home before the weather gets too bad. But I appreciate you guys joining me on this impromptu live investigation. And like I said, any other questions? I am going to turn this light or turn this laser grid toward the stage because we're getting a lot of walking back here toward the stage. I was hearing a lot of pops and stuff. So let's see if we can get this to go off. Up here on the stage. Got flashlight activity back here. Now, if you walk up and touch one of those lights, whoa. Tell me you all heard that. Or if you didn't hear it, tell me you didn't hear that. Let's see here. I'm going to focus on these tripwire lots here back in the audience. Can the person in the very back row come up to the front? Okay, come on up. Can you come on up and light up one of these lights up here in the front? Great question, John. The flashlight is lighting up. That's the one that's flashing back there in the back. I don't know if you can see it. I see you flashing your light back there. Can you come on up here to the front? I know your ticket is for the back seat, but you just got upgraded. We've upgraded your ticket up here to the front. So if you could walk on up and touch these lights as you come up here and turn on this light in the front row, you've been upgraded to a front row seat. Well, the seat is yours if you want it. Again, thank you guys. And thank you for confirming. Yeah, it may be harder to hear on this live. We'll see if we can get one more shebang right here. If you're up on the stage, can you stomp your foot and light up one of these lights? Or just walk across the stage right here where we can see you. You want to come out and give us a standing ovation? All right, well, thank you all. I've only got one hand here, so, thank you. Thank you very much. Can you all bow for us? Thank you. Well, thank you guys again for coming on and you're asking your questions and your positive comments. Really, really appreciate that. That just makes for a good show. The participation, we really, really, really appreciate that. And it's always fun when we're able to come on here and do these lives. We'll be doing some more of these. We've got some great shows lined up. Got a full schedule for the month of August as well as September. And then we'll be kicking off Ghost Biker Explorations Season 7. Can't believe it's almost here. Hoping to do some releases coming up. I tell you guys, we've just been so busy with the jail and so busy last week. My mom had an early doctor's appointment, so I did not end up going live last week. But we've had a lot of different things going on and hoping to maybe do some reviews of past episodes. And as we're getting closer to the season opener here, maybe be doing some kind of rewatching some of our favorite episodes from the past 7 seasons. So if you have a favorite episode, that you enjoyed and you would like for us to maybe host a watch party on as we're leading up to the coming season, please reach out and let me know. We would love to do that. But got a great show planned for next week. We will be doing that. Also, we do have spots open for investigations here at Historic Rugby for the month of August, as well as the Historic Scott County Jail. We don't have too many Saturdays open. It's mostly Fridays and Sundays. We also have guided ghost hunts and lantern tours that's available every single weekend that we don't have investigations booked. So you can check out our website. I'm going to put that up on the screen right there. You can check out our website and book your investigation, book your time there. If you visit historyhighwayshaunts.com, it's got a link there where you can either go to the jails page or go to Historic Rugby After Dark. Also, go on, check us out on Historic Rugby After Dark. That's our Facebook page there for here at Historic Village of Rugby. And if you are if you are investigating here at the village or have an investigation planned, they do have lodging. We do not do the lodging here, but we can help set you up here at Rugby so that you can actually continue your investigation and investigate one of the homes that you're staying in. So anyway, so until next week, I hope everyone has a wonderful, safe week, and we will see you very soon. Thank you all so much. Good night.